and I relate to this song a lot.
I just turned 20, so a majority of my life has been in my teenage years, and so I think that's probably the experience that I know the best. And I know growing up, I really wish that there was more songs that were about the teenage experience, or at least a story that was similar to mine. And so I think writing my own music has been my opportunity to kind of dive into the things that I really wish that I could have heard growing up and being a teenager. Yeah. I'm all over Twitter.
Yeah. By the way.
Thank you. I think it definitely does. I mean, I didn't get to go to, or I haven't yet gone to university, and maybe I will later on, but so much of my world exists online and on social media. The way I interact with people is through places like Twitter or places like Instagram or whatever it may be. And so I think for sure it does. Like, my understanding of people and my own self changes because of who I am on social media, and I think even if I don't notice it, it definitely impacts the way that I write and think. Oh gosh, that's a good question. You know, I think writing funny songs in the beginning was kind of my way to ease myself into songwriting, because it felt really scary to talk about serious subjects in songwriting. It felt a little too close to home, and I don't know, I'm really happy with the way that I write songs now. I would love to try writing for other people and see what that process is like, to be just the writer and not the artist that's singing it at the end of the day. So I think that's the only thing I'm curious about, but I really like honesty and the way that I have become comfortable with my songwriting now, for sure. I'm a really big fan of Bon Iver. I've been listening to the band's music since, oh God, I want to say like 2014, 2013. So it's been like 7 or 6 years of just listening to Bon Iver every single, maybe even day at this point. So I'm a huge fan. And I think I wanted to make a song that was about those artists and those musicians that become so important to your life and the soundtrack of your day-to-day experience. And so, I don't know, Bon Iver is definitely really intentional. I think if I've listened to anybody for as long as I have and I still love them as much as day one, it would be Bon Iver. And I just wanted to name a song after them to honor that. Yeah. Yeah, so Dusk is the sister EP to Dawn, which was an EP I released earlier this year. And so it's kind of like, I don't know if you play Pokemon, but it's almost like mxmtoon Pokemon edition, where there's 2 different sides to the same project. And so Dusk is the, I would say, sadder, more introverted version of the songs that were done on Dawn. And there's a lot of piano, there's a lot of string instruments, and just like sadder, slower songs that I think are more analytical and thoughtful in a different way. I guess like it's just kind of happy and sad versions of the themes of my life and the stuff that I like to think about. Oh my goodness. I feel like my life has been pretty boring so far as a musician, because I don't experience anything crazy. The craziest thing that happens, I don't know if I have a funny fan story that happened where I was walking around and I think I was shopping for makeup, and there was these girls that came up to me and like went, "Can I have a photo?" And usually I'll take a photo with people, but I really appreciate if they say hi to me first and treat me like a person. And so I was like, okay, how can I test them? So I asked them, I was like, "Do you know my name?" And because mxmtoon is really hard to pronounce, not everybody knows how to say it right off the bat. And so I asked them, they said, mxmtoon, and I was like, that's not right, but I'll still take a photo with you. And so I think that was one of the funnier moments where I was like, maybe I should make it more clear how you say my artist name. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if I was like, I wasn't telling people actively how to say it, so I don't blame whatever version people come up with. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think one of the tracks that I'm like really proud of, and I think it was the first song that I really felt like I could see myself in it, was Hong Kong, which was a song that I wrote back in like 2017. And I wrote it in the middle of the night and like put down some cello strings onto it and did it with ukulele. And I think that was one of the first songs that I wrote where I was excited to share it with my family, because music was still something that was really new to me, and I was really nervous to show my family the things that I was making. And I remember my mom listened to that song and just started crying because, my family's from there. And so it was really sweet to see my mom have an emotional reaction to the art that I was making. And so for that reason, it's one of my favorite songs that I've ever made. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. I don't think we have announced any of the other singles, but Bon Iver is actually one of my favorite songs off of the EP. So selfishly, I know it's the only one that people know of right now, but it's still one of my favorites because I think it sounds like the perfect transition from Dawn and having all these beautiful pop elements and kind of setting the tone for what's to come. So if that means anything, hopefully people will accept that answer. Oh my gosh. Well, I would say thank you so much for listening to my music. I have never been to Thailand. I have family that have visited, and they say that people from Thailand are like the most amazing and kind people ever. So I will just hope that one day I get to go and visit you all and sing live to you. And I don't know, I'm just so excited for the possibilities of what can happen when the world is in a better place. So thank you for now for supporting and listening to my music. I think it's fun, so I would suggest it to everybody if they can. And I feel like one of the best parts about social media nowadays is the fact that it bridges you and connects you with people that maybe wouldn't ever get to see you in person. And so if an artist can reach out to these people across the world, like the fact that, I can't go everywhere overseas, but I can possibly respond to people on Twitter, I think that is so special. And I definitely advise any artist or somebody who's in a creative field with an audience to try and reach out to the people that support them and listen to them. Yeah.